Hello everyone, Kadosh Outfit here. Today we'll be treating how to take the full body measurement for, you know, I presume this is what all bespoke designers use for you to have a fitted outfit, to have the accurate measurement of your client. With this measurement, you'll be able to sew for the person even if they are not in your vicinity, if they are abroad or anywhere. So these are what you're supposed to put into consideration. One, the bust circumference, the bust point, the under bust measurement, the point and circumference, the front half length, of the person, the point and the circumference, the back half length, front and circumference, true waist, point and circumference, the waist, front and circumference, the shoulder span, the round shoulder of the person, the upper hip area of the person, which is the point and circumference as well, the lower hip point and circumference, the knee point and circumference, the full length of the person. That is why you consider the three-quarter length, the ankle length, and the floor length, the over bust, the bra strap to strap, the neck width, the sleeve point and the round sleeve, that's the circumference of the sleeve, and the ankle for when you want to sew trousers that won't be fitted at the ankle area. So please take note. For the front half length of the person, it's going to be 2 inches above the navel point, 2 inches above the navel of the person. You locate the navel, you have the person touch the navel. So 2 inches above is where your half length should reach, or 3 inches below your under bust. The 2 inches above the navel point, this is it. If I compare it to 3 inches below, because this person has kind of a big tummy, the 3 inches below would be 2 up above. So I'll be using the 2 inches above the navel, the start of the navel point. So this is where our half length will is. So as a guide, I will tie a rope down that, because you'll be measuring, remember we'll be measuring the back half length as well, to know where the level is at the back. Because for most people, their back half length is always shorter than the front. Because there's no bust for the back. There's no bust for the back, so there's nothing that will raise up the measurement for the back. So it's usually shorter at the back. So now, starting from the beginning, you place your tape at the peak area of the neck. That's why you start measurement from. So the first thing we'll be taking note of is our bust point. They also call the nipple to nipple point. Is this your nipple? So for this client, our nipple point, which is the bust point, is 9.5. So I will write that down. 9.5. I will check the span as well. Is this your nipple? Is this your nipple? So, which is now 9.5 by 7. So I will take a circumference as well. So it's always advisable you tell your clients not to wear free clothes, free outfits when they are coming for their measurements. Not too tight, not too fitted, and not too free clothes for their measurements. So for the rounds, the circumference of our bust, I also ensure that our bra, our undergarment is packing well. Is packing well. And when you're taking measurement, ensure you have a finger underneath like this to make it free enough so it won't be over tight. So our bust circumference is 39. It's 39. So we are moving down to our under bust. Remember, this is where it's supposed to be, at the peak of our neck. So the under bust, our under bust is 12.5. 12.5. I'll take note of that, 12.5, and the circumference. Circumference is 33. you must be able to move your tape round. For the front half length, remember we said it's 2 inches above the navel point. I'll confirm that again. It has shifted. So I'll just place my tape here, 12.5 under, to make it easy for me. So I'll take all the points before I'll start taking the circumference to make it easier. So our half length point is 16. Our front half length is 16. Now for the waist is usually on the navel point or 1 inch above the navel point. It depends on the wear person, but standard measurement is on the navel point or 1 inch above the navel point. This is a navel point, 18.5. So our waist is going to be 17.5, which is 1 inch above the waist, the navel point, 17.5. Starting from the peak here, our back half length is 15.5. And please ensure you confirm if it has not moved. Our back half length is 15.5. For the front is 16. Remember her under bust is 12.5. These are arcs that you can use so you won't keep stretching your hand up above. So now to take the upper hip is where the abdomen ends. Because plus size people, it's usually you may have to take it on the abdomen because some of them have their belly covering their upper hip. But for someone like this, just take note that the upper hip is where the abdomen ends, and this is where our abdomen ends. This area, this is where it ends. So our upper hip is 23 inches. I'll note that down. Our lower hip, the lower hip is not supposed to be lesser than 4 inches below the upper hip. So I'll be checking where our hip is. Our lower hip is 28. The knee point is 40. That's where the knee starts from. The beginning of the knee is 40. You just have to be sure. Press where their knee starts from. Our own is 40. I won't be using 41, 40. And then you come down to the length. We are feeling it on the length area now. 40. Our 3/4 is 49. Usually you ask the clients that for that 3/4 wears, where do they want it to reach? Is this place okay? So this is 49 for her. Our ankle length is 59. And our floor length is 62. When you have a 120 inches tape, it will be easier for you. But for 60 inches length of tape, you stop where the 60 reaches, and then you continue with the tip of your tape. So you continue with the tip of your tape. Where the 60 ends is where your one starts from. And our floor length is 62, just like I said. For the circumference of our upper hip, of our front length, half length for the circumference of our half length, we have 33. For the waist, you don't need this anymore. For the waist, please don't look down. For the waist, we have 33.5. Okay. For the waist, we have 33.75. For the upper hip, you bring it to the beginning of the bum bum, where the bum bum starts from at the back like this. Here. I hope you can see that. Here. And then down to where her abdomen, where her stomach ends. Like this. This is the upper hip. Our upper hip is 36 inches. Then our lower hip, the highest point of our bum bum to the hip like this. The highest area, please turn. The highest area of our bum bum like this, the highest part of our bum bum like this. And to the, you bring it down to the hip area here. then you ensure that it is not too tight. So our hip, our lower hip, which is also the hip that we call it, is 41. And I'll come down to the knee circumference for when I want to make a trouser, when I want to draft a trouser pattern or when I want to sew a trouser. So of course I still have one finger under it like this is 16. Okay, so to measure the ankle, it requires some level of expertise, like so that you have the accurate measurement. You come like this, you pick the heel, you put this around the heel, the tape around the heel, and you bring it forward like this, and you ensure you have a finger underneath, and that gives you the ankle measurement, which is 12.75. So if you sew any trouser with this kind of opening, it will definitely enter her freely. She'll be able to wear it freely. So the measurement for the neck now. The measurement for the neck is you put one finger, just as I said earlier, underneath like this, and ensure it is free. It is not too tight. And neck width now, you know when it comes to drafting the neck, drafting a collar now, you are sure going to add ease allowance to it. But even for this one, it has to be easy. Like you have to have little ease around it. So this is 13.5. For the shoulder span, you tell your client to lift up their hand and you locate the ball and socket joints, that point that goes inside. This is it, this is a hole. You place the tip of your tape here and you tell them to lower it and raise the other hand. Please raise this hand to locate the next one. So for her shoulder span is 16. Waist measurement is that fleshy part where you're supposed to cinch your corset. Is where you're supposed to snatch. This is where people get it wrong. If you snatch on the rib, the person will suffocate. If you snatch them on their pelvic bone, it will knock their legs. There won't be free flow of blood. So you have to snatch the person where there is only flesh, no bone. There is a fleshy part in between the rib and the pelvic of the client. So all you have to tell them to do is please touch where you have just flesh on your body. Please touch it. Press it inside where there is flesh on your side like this. No bone, just flesh. No bone. Press it in. Keep pressing. Let me know where it is. Press it in. Keep it in. There's no bone here. So you now note this one is 12.5. You note where the point is. This is 17. This part, right? 17.5. That's the true waist. We call it the true waist. Now, it's such a coincidence that it's the same place, it's the same point, the waist point for this client. It doesn't matter. As long as it's a fleshy part, that's what you're going to snatch. So we also take the circumference of that area. Remember we took it the other time, it was 3.75, so that's what we maintain. So now the round shoulder of my client, this is the round shoulder. This is how to take the round shoulder measurement. The round shoulder is, I still have a finger underneath. It's 45.25. But because you want it to be tight, when you sew an off shoulder for a client, you want it to be firm. Not too tight, but firm. Especially when you're not going to add elastic to it. So this is the firm measurement. 43.75. Oh, I mean 44.75. Now, so for the over bust, you ask them to raise their hands. It should be above their chest, above their bust, rather. And of course, you want that to be a bit firm too. You don't want a tube to fall off. So this is it. As is 36.5. So for the bra strap to strap, this is where we want to sew spaghetti dresses or spaghetti and corset, anything spaghetti. So you are going to measure from the tip of this bra to the tip of the other bra strap. The tip of this bra strap to the tip of this bra strap, which is, this one is 11 inches wide. This place is a strap. This one is a strap, which is 11 11 inches wide. Which means when I want to sweat the spaghetti, this is where the strap will stay for her. So the next thing is the sleeve measurement, which is the last. Okay, no. So the first thing you measure is the bicep. The bicep is what you will help you to draft a nice sleeve, a basic sleeve, where you'll be able to get the armhole circumference perfectly. So for the bicep, you bring your tape like this, put one finger underneath, raise it up like this. This is where the bicep is. And this is 15.5. 15.5 for the circumference. Now to get the point, you bring it from the edge, where you started measuring the shoulder span from, to where the armhole ends. For her, it is 4.5. So her bicep will be 4.5 stroke 15.5. The point is 4.5, the circumference is 15.5. So next we take the point, the sleeve point. For a short sleeve, it is 9 inches. The elbow point is 12.5. A short sleeve, it could also pass for 10 inches, but this is a short sleeve area. 9 inches, 12.5. A 3/4 is 19 inches. Our full sleeve is 24.5. 1924.5. So to measure the circumference, now we come to the short sleeve point. Our short sleeve point is 12 inches. I still have one finger underneath. It's 11.5. Our elbow is 11 inches. And then for the 3/4, it is 8 inches. The wrist area is 6.25. And now, so when you're not working with stretchy fabrics, you want a hand to slide into the sleeve very easily. So you're going to measure round that palm like this, which is 8.5. So when you're dealing with non-stretchy fabrics, the wrist circumference you're going to work with is 8.5, and that will be help. I hope this is helpful. Thank you for helping out. And if you have any question, please put it in the comment section and to be attended to. Thank you very much.